Yeah. Y'all come in. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
And bros. 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 And bros.
Hey, wherever you are right now, all over the world,
And bros. And bros.
get your hands up. Get your hands up.
And bros.
Get your hands up. Get your hands up.
And bros.
Get your hands up. Get your hands up.
And bros.
Oh, y'all not listening. Y'all not listening.
And bros.
Y'all not listening. Now,
And bros.
now,
And bros.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z.
And bros.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z.
And bros. And bros. And bros. And bros.
All right, let's do this.
What's up, everybody?
Yo,
Welcome to another.
And bros.
Welcome to another episode of Jesus and Bros.
Season 2, episode 2.
And bros.
Yeah,
And bros.
yeah, I see it, Omen. I know it's fire, bro.
And bros.
That beat is fire, bro. I'm telling you.
And bros. And bros.
Hey, cut that beat,
Yeah,
bro. Come on, DJ.
All right.
Get your life together, bro.
Easy.
You got one job, remember.
Hey, give me an 808 though.
Hey.
All right.
There it is. No, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining again tonight.
What up?
Jesus and Bros.
9,000!
And so we are here tonight, episode 2, season 2. We're here trying to withhold our conversation because apparently we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Getting passionate over here.
But once again, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, go follow us on Instagram right now. We went live earlier. We were making beats on the beat machine back. Hey, hit a beat real quick, Franco. Hey, I need a beat, bro.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
No, you're closer.
No, I'm not. You're literally your hand is right here.
I gotta reach all the way behind me. I'm not gonna reach it. Okay. Oh, that hi-hat. Whoa. Killing me.
That's some Merry Christmas trap music right there for y'all. Merry Christmas.
Happy Crimble. Whatever you celebrate.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to be back with my bros. They keep me leveled. They keep me hydrated like Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? And
It's like the water champ or something.
yeah, you know what I mean. And so we're gonna pray, and then we're gonna get going. If you're on Facebook Live right now, share this with somebody. Get them on live with us, and we're gonna be talking with you guys today about some stuff that maybe my friend Jerry agrees with and I don't agree with. So, and maybe Franco doesn't agree with. But these guys always team up together because they love each other very much. It's okay though. So
Hey, we love you too.
no,
Yeah, we love you too.
they don't agree with anything
on.
that I like.
Oh, come on.
It's only Kanye.
Kanye and
One thing.
That's what I said, man. If we can't come together on stuff, then we're not real friends. Like we don't like stuff together.
Yeah, if our friendship isn't perfect, we shouldn't be friends.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what is a friendship if it's not perfect? Like, anyways, let's pray for our friendship today. But all right. So, Father God, we just thank you. We thank you, God, because you're everything, Jesus. You're our freedom. You're our joy, God. You're our love. You're everything, God. And you're the reason that we can come together and we can fellowship and we can talk and we can edify each other, God. And we thank you for that. I thank you for my brothers. I thank you for my brother Jerry. And I thank you for Franco. And I thank you, God, just for allowing us to do stuff like this and just have fun and be able to talk about real life stuff, God. And God, I ask you that this podcast, even though, you know, we joke around and play around, God, that it would minister to somebody and it would bless somebody and people would be able to see, God, that in this walk, in this Christian walk, God, that you can have real friends and you can have people that you can talk to about real things and There's not things that you can that you necessarily have to hide from people and be ashamed of, God, because there's people that really love you the way that you love us, God. So thank you for everything that you're doing. We worship you and we praise you, and it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So we were talking. There's this thing that we were talking about before the show started. Jerry and Franco.
Did you just cringe a bit?
I did.
I like that.
So a lot of people out there, I'll say that there's a lot of people out there that, during this time of year, once service is over on a Sunday morning. Well, first of all, let me ask this. Jerry, how was your Sunday? How was your weekend this week?
It was awesome. Sunday morning was awesome. I played at Lifegate Church. I love playing with those guys. I love that church.
Lifegate, that's in Burleson.
Yes, sir.
That's Shane Rowland.
Shane Rowan.
Shout out to Shane.
Shout out to Shane.
He just got a beautiful new Paul Reed Smith guitar.
But you still never played with Shane.
And we still have yet not played together.
That's terrible, man. You guys are really good. Shane's really good.
We need to. You gotta schedule us somehow in an uproar thing or something.
I think you guys were supposed to one time, and they you backed out or something.
I did?
Yep. Yeah, probably.
Oh, well, screw me.
Because you were like, I'm so much better than Shane. Like, I don't need to share the stage with that guy. Like, he's all digital and I'm analog.
And then you were like, I just got my PRS, so I'm like better than everybody else. Don't touch me. Whatever.
Well, I've been better than you since I was like 16.
Jerry's the most egotistical person I've ever met.
It's great.
He just thinks he's better than everybody.
Nah, just
He shreds it. Not just me. As long as I can just be that much better than you at everything, I'll be fine.
So, but that's cool, man. So, you didn't go to Lights Church this Sunday.
No, I didn't.
So, but I know we were talking earlier. You said you had a worship night and you set up a bunch of drums and stuff over there.
Yeah,
so was that Friday?
Friday night was Lights Worship Night.
So what's that? What is it? What's Lights Worship Night?
Just an hour and a half of free worship, I guess, is worshiping. Our pastor Jason McKay did speak for like not even 10-15 minutes.
And so what makes y'all do that? Like y'all do it once a month or?
Last year it was once a month, and this year I think we only did it I want to say like 3 times.
Oh,
out of the whole year.
Does Lights Church play like out a lot, or do y'all just? I know Julie and Chi-Chi, they play a lot out.
Right.
But like you guys don't go together, or is it like another band, or do you know?
I think they have like, they're like like Uproar.
Yeah.
They have the D Now Discipleship Now. I think it's what it's called. I think I might be wrong. But it's the same thing. Like. I haven't played with that organization. Well, I did once actually, but
so it's just like a separate worship team from Lights Church.
No, it's not incorporated with Lights at all.
Okay.
They're just members at Lights Church that also just like me.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and so, so then. Whenever you have to go play at another church, do you tell them like, "Hey, I'm not going to be here this Sunday. I'm playing at another church"? Or
right. Well, we have the planning center thing, so like before the month starts, we have our block out dates.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's always scheduled weeks in advance.
Okay. So Franco,
Yes, sir.
how was your Sunday, sir?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah?
It's exhausting, man. So just to recap, my nephews came by the house and they stayed, and man, they were up just ungodly hours of the night. So
Just being
It's kids,
boys.
man.
it's being boys, man.
Boys being boys, man.
Wrestling, dude. It's 3 of them, and they were all just in one room. Just
That's awesome.
it's great, man. It just sounded like a wrestling match.
They make like forts and stuff, bro.
Yeah,
You should have been the commentary.
Good old JR.
Wait, where is it?
Oh, man.
I don't have it.
Him with the mute groups.
Yeah. Come on.
There is no mute group. Which one is it?
Oh, that's
Is
right.
it
You're
this
not.
That's good old JR.
That was me. That was me. But dude,
JR
so
Franco.
I didn't sleep like at all. So I got so frustrated and just left at like 3 a.m. to Killeen, and then I passed out in the parking lot for like an hour and a half.
Tight.
And then I went to sound check. Got through the day, got out of there about 3 o'clock. And then our boy Avi calls me up and he's like, "Hey, you want to go see Rojo?" And I was like, "Sure." And I was like dead tired. But then I found a Buc-ee's to pass out at again. Shout out to Buc-ee's. You guys have good parking lots to pass out in.
For real.
without being bothered. And then, so made it to the hotel over in Dallas. It was the Omni Hotel. So, man, that was a super long day. I think throughout 2 days, I probably got 3 hours sleep max. And then today, of course, I passed out and didn't wake up till like 2:30.
I know, man. Texting you all day Monday. Hey, bro, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then I get a reply back at like 3:15. I just woke up.
I was just like,
Hola, ¿qué tal?
And so, yeah, man, I saw on your Instagram, like, you were, like, hanging out with Rojo, like, fanboy and all nasty.
yeah, bro.
It's like, I know these guys.
I know these guys. I love you guys. Please.
They're like, ew.
Who are you?
Like, why are you so sweaty?
You're
Is that oil?
like animal.
Are you greasy?
What's wrong with you?
You look fine to me.
So yeah, man, that was the weekend. Saturday, went to Bailey's birthday party.
Oh, yeah, I was lit.
That was fun, man.
Everybody was getting all high.
High off sugar.
I mean, that was the kids. The
Chocolate
parents,
waste, yeah.
we all got edibles.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, nice.
Psychedelics. We're all like dancing all dumb. Like, we didn't even have no music. Just feel the music.
Just feel the music.
My skin feels so good.
No. Yeah, we had a birthday party for my daughter this weekend.
Mhm.
And we had a friend of ours was he's a little kid, like 10, 12 years old, and he was saying he was watching our podcast and he saw me and Jerry going back and forth about veganism and stuff like that. And he was like, "Why are they so mean to that guy? Why are they so mean to that vegan guy?"
Did he say that?
He did. He was telling, because me and Frank were there, and he was like, "Why is he being so mean to him?" He's like, "Just stop. Just leave him alone." Like, you're seen as a victim online,
Yeah,
Jerry.
bro. So apparently you have people that just are on your side like all the time. It's just like, come on, man.
Well, thank you for you guys that do that.
Whatever.
But I'm just trying to defend myself.
I'm sure if they were here, they'd just be all like,
Jerry Not Springer.
And so, yeah. So sorry, guys. If you feel like we're attacking Jerry, just let us know.
we are. He's a nerd.
He's so defensive
Randy.
about everything. He's so defensive about everything in his life. We can't tell him
No,
anything.
not defensive. Just passionate.
He's like, "Really? This is my life. This is how I live." Like, you're just going to offend me like that?
This is what I believe.
Everyone should believe the way I believe. I'm just kidding, Jerry. Don't. I'm just kidding. Don't start. He
I
wants
wasn't going to say nothing. I really wasn't.
He just wants to fight already. I'm trying to keep it cool.
I was just going to say
I'm trying to keep it at a 4, and Jerry's always trying to take it up to a 10. Like, trying to keep
11,
it-
bro. We got to go to 11.
It's over 9,000!
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man. So there was this little kid who was telling us, like, he watched our podcast. He thinks it's super funny, which I thought it was cool because, like, he's a little kid. Like, and he doesn't. I didn't know little kids listen to podcasts or watch podcasts.
Dude, you'd be
I mean,
surprised.
Yeah.
You know, like a toddler by the age of 4, like, you know, he's already mastering the tab. Just imagine.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny to hear him talking, and he was like cracking up to me and Franco about like our show and stuff like that. So it was cool. It was cool to hear that. And then we were talking to our friend, Pastor Brent Butler, and he was like, "Bro, like, you got to play this music. There's this band that my daughter's really into right now in her high school. They're called One Banana for Jesus.
One banana for Jesus.
One Banana for Jesus." and it had us cracking up, like because they made a Christmas album, and this it's a band of like I'm guessing it's high schoolers, and
One banana for Jesus.
yeah, one banana for Jesus, and you look them up, they're on Spotify. It's hilarious. They made a Christmas album, and some of it's pretty good, and I feel like they're, and I hope you know I don't want to insult anybody, but I'm guessing this is a joke band, like they're supposed to be.
Like a parody band?
Yeah, it's supposed to
Okay.
be funny, like, but I hope they're not like, oh, this is serious art, bro. Like, I hope they don't watch this later and be like, this is our art, okay?
Do you have a track,
Yeah.
Franco?
We do. We have a couple. We have Go Tell It on the Mountain, Silent Night, Let It Go.
Let's
which
listen
we've
to.
already heard.
So we're gonna listen to "Let It Go" real quick. This is the parody of the Frozen song, "Let It Go." Elsa, when she's finally coming to know who she is and understanding who she is. So let's go ahead and check it out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is this the Cranberries?
You guys let us know what you think.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight. Not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this wave storm inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be a good girl, you always had to be. Cause you don't feel, don't let them know. Well now they know.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
How many listens does it have?
Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the
I can't hear you,
door. I don't
million?
care what they're going to say.
I was like a million.
Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Cut that. All right. These guys are geniuses, dude. They are capitalizing not only on Disney Plus, but they're capitalizing on like grunge high school music and knowing that people in their high school are going to listen to it. So,
Yo, like the actual like instrument thing sounds kind of cool.
I'm sure it's a sample.
so,
Okay, right. Yeah.
so, we're going to listen to another one right now. It's, we're going to listen to Silent Night. All right.
Silent night.
So let me know when you play, Frank.
I got it. Or not.
Set it to Wombo.
Should be playing. No?
It's on.
Oh, it's on. Oh, it's playing.
That's it. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can. Dude,
Can you guys hear it?
are you guys witnessing this greatness?
Is this because it's silent? Silent Night.
Yeah, exactly. It's genius. Silent Night. Silent.
And you really were playing it, weren't you?
3 minutes and 30 seconds. of
They got that on
silence.
Spotify. They got that on Spotify, dude. Like
Geniuses.
it's 3 minutes and
yeah.
30 seconds of silence, dude.
You gotta listen to it at night.
Yeah. It's nighttime. So let's play Silent Night one more time.
All right, you ready?
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's
You
silent.
hear it, though.
Silent Night.
I feel
You-
it too.
you
Like my
hear it.
heart
Yeah.
is like. How can I describe it? It's like a God-shaped hole that's being filled.
Yep.
It's
So
like
it is.
it's like an understanding from the future.
Yep.
It's like really
Silence is really golden.
innovative.
Absolutely.
Here's the best part. Hold up. Here it comes.
Build up.
Oh,
Mm. Hot
All right, stop
fire.
it. You got to stop it, man.
That fire made
if you
my
guys
ears
want,
burn.
if you guys want to hear more, you guys got to go to Spotify. One Banana for Jesus. These guys are killing it right now.
5 thumbs up.
These guys are killing it right now. Million listens on Spotify right now, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least. Easy.
Yeah.
Wait, it just turned into 2 million.
What?
Before my eyes. Dude.
Oh
It's
my gosh, dude.
crazy.
The numbers are skyrocketing.
We gotta
as
invest in
we
these guys.
These guys are going places.
Yeah, they're going to be our next guest. One Banana. They're going to be our first guest on Jesus and Bros. One Banana for Jesus. We're going to bring them on. $110 to come on our show. Anybody
Don't
want-
discuss money in front of the camera.
I'm sorry. I mean, it'll be
Lump sums of
free.
money.
110. I mean, free spot if you guys want to. come
It's
be on our
free
show.
with the fee of $110.
Only one-time fee.
It's a processing fee.
Only one time.
But yeah, we were cracking up listening to it at my house on Saturday. But I can't believe that these geniuses have done this. I can't believe that they've released this music into the
Unleashed, really.
yes into the world. That I can't even fathom the creative setting that they're in right now. I can't believe that. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. But once again, we were talking before the show started, and shout out once again to One Banana for Jesus. Go follow them on Instagram as well. They have an Instagram. I followed them. They have a pretty cool
What's their-
Instagram.
What's their Instagram handle?
One Banana for Jesus. It's One Banana, the number 4, and then Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'll give 'em a
So
follow.
it'll be One Banana for Jesus and Bros. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Boo.
Come on, man. Dog. That one didn't hit. All right. So we were talking earlier, and so
Hold the applause. Hold the applause.
Oh, they want to keep going.
Please, please.
Please, would you hold your... Shut up, I said. Jeez.
Would you be quiet?
would you please? We're trying to conduct a show here. All these One Banana for Jesus fans outside. But
Crazy girls.
and dudes, you know, it's not an issue. No.
I want to be all inclusive.
Yeah, men's rights.
Yeah.
Men's rights.
Yeah, we're oppressed
That's
as
what it
men. We should be able to like bands too, right? Anyways,
I think so.
right? I like bands. You guys like bands or what?
You guys like music and stuff or what? Like, I like that stuff.
I do,
Like,
but I feel like oppressed that I can't listen to stuff like that.
Why?
Cause the man is always trying to keep the man down, bro. Y'all don't understand.
Then be a man.
This is a man's
them
world,
be-
and they're trying to keep the man down.
that should be a song. I
Should
feel like
be.
That should be a song.
Anyways, so we were talking earlier, and we were talking about how right now the big thing for a lot of people in churches, what they like to do is after service, they'll go out to eat and hang out and stuff like that, and they'll go watch sports, you know, football, things like that. And I was talking to Jerry, and yes, we are oppressed, Denise. We are oppressed as men, okay? Because even in this topic that we're about to talk about, we're oppressed
Mhm.
as men.
Yep.
Some people can only see. Jerry's already smacking his lips, dude. Like he's like, see, you already. We haven't even said anything yet.
I did.
Yes, you did. Anyways, okay. So I'm one of those people that I enjoy going out to eat after service, and then I go home and like to watch football. And I enjoy watching sports and doing things like this. I like to watch competition. That's my thing. That's my defense.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry and Franco say I don't like that stuff. because
It's escapism.
it's escapism. You're idolizing people. What is? Go, bring it. Just go ahead.
I'll tell you this much: you have a really good memory if you're just gonna remember all those useless facts. That's all.
That's a good point.
So I'm trying to give you a
Yeah,
compliment.
Todd,
here.
go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
You're only making,
Just the one guy, the only Cowboys fan that's left. And he's like, "Yeah, go Cowboys."
I'm here.
is that
We're
why
in
you
this
is that
together.
why you wore navy blue?
That's why I wore it to so we could talk about this tonight.
So you tricked us.
Yes.
It's,
So,
What sports hat you got on?
it's not a sports hat. It's like EW.
Oh,
It's
okay.
something.
Sports hat.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Jerry West gave
What,
it to me.
uh,
Shout out to Jerry West. Always giving me all of his stuff that he doesn't want. So yeah, see, Pastor Todd says, Cowboys for life. Don't make me come over there.
all right.
But he said, I read the second one. He said, if that's escapism, I escape all the time. So outside of that, why have you guys never got into sports?
Well, it can be escapism or not. I guess it's
I didn't say definitely for a fact.
right. I guess it just depends on the person and their intention of it. But I've never liked. I mean, I grew up playing sports. You know, football, soccer, whatever, just running around. But I never liked just sitting down and watching other people do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
I get tired for them. I'm just like, man, you really want to keep up with all this stuff? No, whatever.
It's not hard to keep up with it. There's a whole channel.
There's more than
I'm
one
just
channel.
being lazy. Is all it is.
There's a whole channel of them telling you, like I don't go digging for this stuff. Like I wonder how.
But
many
you
of this
would.
stuff- No,
but
I
you
would.
would.
No, I wouldn't. Like I would just know because I'm being told over the television. Like, why would I have to go back and double check what they're telling me?
Some people like that.
Are you into
There's sports in there.
fantasy football?
I do. I like fantasy football. But that's easy.
Yeah, I never understood. Explain to me.
Fantasy football is like you pick out of the NFL like the best players that you know of, and then you put them on the team together. And then if you knew who the best players were in the NFL, you would say, I want this person on my team. I want that person
So
on
you're
my
drafting
team.
them? Okay.
And basically, we would go head to head
Okay.
with my fantasy team, and you would go with your fantasy team. We would see who would win.
So it's like Dungeons and Dragons.
I've never played Dungeons
And
and Dragons.
has it always been used with money?
No. Well, I don't know. I just started playing fantasy like 4 years ago. So I don't know.
So it's
'Cause-
a pretend team
Yeah.
going against
Another
another
pretend.
pretend team.
Yeah.
All right.
As if reality football wasn't enough.
Right. You need another pretend team. You need
Mhm.
2 more pretend teams.
To satisfy your footballism thing. But the sport's cool, man. Like,
Yep.
Don't
get me wrong.
Like I said, I'm trying to stay at a 4, guys, so it's okay. Bring it. What y'all got to say? I ain't got nothing to say.
we're talking.
I'm not trying to say anything.
They say, all right, y'all throwing shade
What
like
shade?
passive aggressively.
What do you mean?
So like
passive-aggressive
regular
shade?
football isn't enough for you.
No, I'm just asking the question.
No, you're not, that wasn't a question.
That is a question.
Hold on, Chris. Calm down.
Go ahead.
You're listening wrong.
All right, what are y'all saying?
Sports guys are just don't know.
I didn't say anything.
The actual like players I admire in a business point of view too. Not I mean, yeah, they're great, tremendous athletes. They can do stuff that I would never be able to do, and none of us. But I think the actual person like is I take more of account of because they're very, very intelligent people, not just in their field, but like outside the field. Whenever they have their suit and tie on, most of them.
As an organization and a business, it's cool. I mean, I'll watch a documentary on that. I'll watch a documentary on like
The behind the scenes.
yeah, like how
Well, why?
how
why
how
care-
players just turn into vegetables after like 20 years of being alive.
Dude.
That's great. That's awesome. I love watching that. It's sad at the same time, but
It's very sad.
still.
No,
I mean, did you see that? What was that clip, man? It's some big dude. I don't know. He's like in front of a glass door. His mind snaps. He just runs right through that glass door.
no, I never saw that. I watched
Oh,
football.
I'm just trying to imagine what he heard.
no,
in
I
his-
just watched football.
I'm just trying to imagine what he heard as an old football player. He just gets snapped back. Like, Blue 42! Blue 42! And he just runs right through a glass.
Blue 42.
Red 7.
Red 7!
No, man.
Darling Pinky!
I like the competition. I enjoy.
Sure.
Do you watch other sports other than football?
Yeah, I watch basketball. I'm not a baseball guy. I've never been into baseball. It's too slow for me. It doesn't move fast enough. I've been getting into soccer. I still don't know too much about those guys out there. But yeah, mostly basketball and football. It's because everything is fast paced. It's constantly moving. It's one of those sports that it's constantly like it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's
Like
hustle. It's a hustle sport. Like where you had, it's not a lot of standing around. They're moving all the time.
Mm.
And so, but man, I like sports because I feel like it makes you feel a part of something in the city. That's what I think I've always liked that. I've always liked to connect with people that are like rooting for the same thing. We're always cheering on the same thing. And even like, even with the church, that's why I like getting together with people that are from other churches, because we're all chasing after the same goal. Like, we all want to see Jesus. We all want to see, breakthrough, whatever the case is. But I like that feeling of having something in common with the crazy dude that's like, "Go Cowboys!" Like, like I understand that guy's passion. I understand where he's coming from.
I love you!
Because I was that guy for a little bit. But I think that
Don't lie. You are that guy.
no, I'm not right now because
You yell at your kids. You
I
yell
don't-
at your kids whenever they don't.
I'm
make a
instilling
play.
into them cowboy
Passion.
blood.
Cowboy passion is what it is.
Um,
You should be able to yell at your kids when they don't make a touchdown. You just-
push my kid down when they get an interception. It's your fault.
Are you gonna try to put your son into football?
No, I'm gonna make him dance. I want him to be like an artist.
a hip hop dancer.
Yeah, it's like
He'll be back up for Chris Brown.
yeah.
I don't know why.
For the the Chris Brown comeback tour when he's like
Speaking of-
90. That's my boy up there. He's like, no man.
What you were saying about sports, like the idea of being fast paced and explosive and all that, being able to watch that, I love that too. But I hate the idea that somebody else is doing it and I'm not doing it. Like I hate sports, but I love fitness.
Now, do you mean all sports or just like team sports?
Team sports.
Okay.
Team sports.
So you'd watch like ping pong,
I saw Forrest Gump.
That's a good movie.
or you'd watch bowling on ESPN. You know they have bowling on ESPN.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have bowling on ESPN.
It's crazy.
Hey, sometimes like I can only watch it at the end though. It's like this guy needs to make a strike.
Oh, okay.
Right, right at the end. Granted, like
Like Earl Mitchenstein has to. It's always like
From
super weird.
Switzerland.
Yeah, has to make a strike, or he has to hit a what do they call it?
7-10 split.
7-10 split to win the championship.
But he got a spare.
Yeah,
Yep, but he gets a spare.
and then the confetti goes off, and he's like crying, and it's coming down on him, and he's just like real sad.
He gets,
Mama.
He's like, "Night,
Bowling.
night." He's from Germany. He's like, no, man. But I like that. And I think that's like, I get what you're saying. Like, I wish I it was me doing it rather than watching it, but it's like they're able to create those moments, like where you're like,
That's what I'm saying, like,
man,
these
it's gonna
guys-
happen.
These guys can do some things that we will never be able to do.
Yeah.
And that's the entertainment part about it. And I like to be entertained. But
Are you not entertained?
I don't know, football.
Gladiator, Russell Crowe. If you guys don't know that.
For you young people listening to this,
Okay, boomer. Okay, so but you guys were talking about something earlier that I liked, that you guys were saying people idolize these people, and I think that happens too. I think people idolize people and put them up on this, like even like sports teams in general. I was watching this thing on Facebook today, and I was cracking up because it was like this hardcore like thug Mexican dude, and he was crying like,
was he like a Mexican American dude? And he was like, "Those fools didn't even."
yeah, no, and they were. He was, but he was like crying. He's like, it's like I'm passionate, man. I'm passionate about the Cowboys, man. It's like, and
That sounds like a straight up Cowboys fan.
it's like it's my team, man. It's America's team.
America's team.
And he was like,
Because
I
they
love
play
the
every
guy-
Thanksgiving.
and
or
no
what?
joke. This guy was talking. He was like, and that's why I love my son too. Like, I love my son like I love the Cowboys, man. It's like, and that's why I named my son Dallas Cowboy. And he for real named his son Dallas Cowboy Martinez.
Dallas, middle name Cowboy.
Let me,
Martinez.
Yeah.
dude, let me look that up. Let me
I'm
look
not
that
even
up.
joking. He was like, my son's name is Dallas Cowboy Martinez, and he was like, and then we're having some trouble at school because they were like making fun of him and stuff like that. And I was like, it's okay, mijo. Like they make fun of me too. And I was just like, yeah, man. Like I like the Cowboys, but not like that. Like
That's narcissism.
where I would name my firstborn son Dallas Cowboy. Even though I almost did name my son Romo Mohammed Benitez. I almost named him that. I was really close to that. Or
it should have been Muhammad Romo.
Where'd you see this clip?
it was on Facebook. Somebody posted it, and it was like some Mexican guy, real hardcore.
Oh, man.
And he was like dancing like the sea walk, like we them boys. And he was like, and it was like legit, like a video. It was not like a parody. This guy was for real. But I almost named my son Romo Velociraptor Benitez. But Karen wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah, she's no fun. But just think, if you went to school and they're taking attendance and they're like, Aaron, George, Ryan Malone, Romo Velociraptor Benitez here. I was like, that's my son. And just when he graduates, Romo Velociraptor Benitez. And everybody's like, that kid's name is Velociraptor. That's awesome.
All one word.
Yeah. It's not like he doesn't have a first middle. It's like his whole first name is Romo Velociraptor.
You can't abbreviate that.
No.
At all.
No.
Does it have a dash at least?
Can you abbreviate one single word? No.
No.
I
I
don't know.
can't find it.
Yeah, I'll find the clip. I'll send it to you guys. But it was hilarious. I was like, that dude is legit, bro. I respect that guy. And I respect his wife for letting him do
I
that.
make fun of that guy.
But yeah, I mean that happens, dude. I think that people do idolize that stuff a lot, and it's
It's a problem.
it is a problem. It's contagious. That's what it is. Because like I said, like people like me, I like to be a part of the group. I like to say,
Sure.
like, yeah, let's cheer on this team together. Like,
You look at it as like an activity. Like we're in a group.
Yeah.
We're all like community kind of thing.
yeah, exactly.
That's good.
And that's what I like, feeling a part of, like that community. Like, we're gonna cheer on our team even though they're doing terrible right now.
But at what level do you get How crazy do you get where you're just so passionate about your team that you're just like, I'm gonna name my kid Dallas Cowboy.
That's a lot of passion.
That's respect, man. That's respect, dude. Don't talk about that guy. That guy's legit, dude.
Meanwhile, we're here talking about him.
I mean, don't talk bad about him.
What is he, your cousin?
No, but we're a part of the same community.
Third cousins.
Yeah,
So he'd be like your third cousin. You don't talk about him.
yeah, something like we got the same jersey.
Kissing
So that's
cousins.
cool. Kissing cousins. My goodness. No, so, but I think it happens a lot. I think people. I think people idolize everything.
For
People
sure.
idolize a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that football or sports in general is just an idolizing problem.
You could do that with anything, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Sports,
besides sports,
Guitar pedals,
music, yeah, anything like that. Cars,
fishing hooks, Christmas ornaments,
spouses.
golden calves.
Fabergé eggs,
Etc.
rubber band balls.
I've never heard of anybody idolize a rubber band ball.
No, making those. Have you seen those ever? You know how to make one? It's pretty good.
No,
Maybe I made one.
Did you make one?
Nah, I didn't make one. I should.
No, man.
I'm
So
starting one.
Um,
Look, don't cut me off in my passionate moment. I'm just kidding.
sorry. Go ahead. I know you love. I know you love rubber band balls, and I should never disrespect you.
Thank you
Um,
for acknowledging
Dude,
that.
we should make one.
no, man.
Rubber band balls.
I'm not down. I'm not down. I'm not down.
You start with a ping pong or whatever size ball you want, and then it keeps growing.
And-
Pretty easy.
So let me ask. So why do you think? I mean, because that's been going on for a long time.
What?
People idolizing things.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It's funny.
but why do you think? Like that comes naturally, like to humans, like just people. Why do you think that it's so easy for people to be drawn like that, like to that level where it's an idol to them now? Like, because we know about all the idols and things like that that happened in the Bible. People were, celebrating golden calves and
Sure.
creating, statues and things like that, worshiping those things. Why do you think people as humans are so gullible to idols? Why do you think that happens? Because it didn't just happen in the old days. It still happens now, as we
Yeah.
just talked about, even in sports.
I think you could dress it up the right way. I mean, you're not really gonna necessarily see how involved you get at one point. I mean, you just kind of equate it to passion. It's just like, well, I've been a Cowboys fan or whatever kind of fan. Whatever your team, whatever your sport for 30 years, and it's like, yeah, but your team is terrible, but I love my team, and it's just that like the whole ownership of it. I think it goes back to that. You want to be included, and in this whole world, and maybe it makes them feel unique, or maybe that, I don't know. But they've dressed it up in the right way where they spend enough money in their commercials, in the organization to appeal to really everybody. There's, what was it? Cowboys pacifier, really?
Yeah, bro. Everything Cowboys, bro. Come on, man. What do you think, Jerry?
America's team.
Why do you think people are so drawn to do that? Well, they're not drawn, but they are easily they easily fall into idolatry. Like, I mean, everybody does it. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I've done that because I think even we can fall to idolatry to the church. Like, we can make the church our idol.
Right.
I mean, that goes with, with preachers. I mean, we idolize preachers. We idolize, or not we, but some people that are passionate enough to be like, I've bought everything you've written and everything you've said. I've applied to my life. Thank you so much. Where do you go to church? Oh, I don't believe in the church. I just kind of listen to you
Yeah.
because I love you. It's like, whoa, that's a way different idol than
Yeah.
anything else.
So, what do you think, Jerry?
Well, in terms of sports, I think it's so quick to idolize because of the whole, well, not peer pressure, but like following the crowd, because there's so many people that just get so involved in it that, I guess just following the crowd for that. And like in terms of like individual people, just like, oh, I just want to focus on you, nobody else. Like, I just want to know what you want to talk about. Then yeah, you're completely being closed-minded just to one person and
Obsessed?
obsessed.
Stalking?
If that comes to it, then yeah, I guess so, right? That would be part of idolizing one.
I think I think that man is always looking for something bigger than themselves. And when they see something bigger than themselves, they're drawn to that.
But what's the biggest thing we know? That's God.
Yeah, but like I said, even in biblical times, they knew that God would. Let's go back to Moses, right? Freed them from
Egypt.
slavery.
Yeah.
They freed them from all that stuff. They knew that it was God. They saw him part the Red Sea. They saw manna. They saw fire from heaven. And they saw all that stuff. And they still idolized this golden calf. Made a golden calf and everything. Why do you think it's so easy to fall into idolatry?
Well, they got desperate and they were impatient because Moses wasn't up there, just for one night.
Right.
So yeah, they got impatient and they were like, "Hey, like we're still stuck, basically. Like, yeah, we're free, but like we're like stuck here." Well, I mean,
I think that there's this yearning to connect with something immediately. That's why I think it's easy to idolize physical things, football players, sports, things that are right in front of us.
so
It's easy
things that are like right there to our visible eye.
Yeah, we are drawn to something that's bigger than us, and without even knowing, they become idols in our life. I think that just happens with people. Period. We're all drawn to this bigger power.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, like, even, and I don't want to speak unintelligently about it, but agnostics and atheists, they just kind of flip the script. They just kind of say, there is nothing bigger than me. I'm the biggest thing there is. It's this,
Well,
I live, I die, and that's it.
Well, what about like saying, like Jesus lives in me, so God is inside me, meaning I am a God.
No, you're not a God.
No, those are things that atheist
Yeah.
people like say. Not all atheist people, but
Could say.
yeah,
Or have said.
have said, could
Yeah.
said, whatever.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. But I like I said, I think that's what happened. Even now, dude, like there is this this yearning for people to be part of something that is bigger than themselves.
Sure.
And that's why I think it's so easy to fall into idolatry is there's this yearning to be a part of or get close to or have access to something that's bigger than yourself. And so it's if I am in idolatry, I repent right now.
I mean, if you know, right?
But I don't think I am. I mean,
I don't think there's anything to repent from. I mean, unless you feel
besides
bad
our
about it.
sins.
I don't feel bad about it. I mean,
Yeah.
I like watching football, but
Yeah.
and
Keep doing that.
and I like sports.
Sportsing.
Yeah, sportsing and athleting. But I think that there's like even like little kids, like they want to be YouTube stars, and
That's the new thing, huh?
I want to be an influencer on Instagram and things like
What
that.
do you
I didn't
want-
even know about that stuff.
I didn't either.
And
what do you
so-
want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a YouTube star.
Where'd you hear that?
I heard a little kid say that.
Oh, I thought you meant like a family member. Or
No,
something.
no, I heard a little kid like they were like, some of the questions I ask, like, hey, when you were little, you just like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a police officer, or a doctor. And like kids are now saying, I want to be a YouTube star. Like that's a real thing.
Don't you want to be like a cop? Ugh, no.
No. Have you seen what the cops do?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
yeah.
that's a whole rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's
everything, man.
Yeah, we won't go down that rabbit hole because that's triggers waiting to
Oh,
happen.
man, we got something.
But I think that let me see what's going on down here. It says it's wanting to be a part of something bigger than yourself and wanting to have that lifestyle. You would idolize that certain person because you want to live like them and have what they have. That's from Joshua Luera. Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, that's my cousin. Shout out to my cousin.
All right.
What's up?
Shout out to my cousin. What's up?
That's it.
But yeah, man, I think that there's
So does envy play a role in this?
Nah.
Wanting something that you want.
I think you have to be really selfish to be envious.
Okay.
that's no, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's envy, and I don't think it's coveting. Like I think it's really that understanding of there has to be more, and this person or that thing is bigger than life, and I should follow that, or I should chase after that.
Yeah. There's definite levels to it. I mean, if you're passionate or whatever, you can get obsessed over anything. Like food. Have you guys seen My 600-Pound Life?
I love my 600
Hilarious. Oh, man.
Where's that?
You never seen that show?
Mm-mm.
It's
Is a Netflix
the
thing?
doctor is savage, bro. He's so mean to these people. That's why I laugh.
It's great.
I laugh
No,
because the doctor is so
it's
mean.
great.
But people idolize a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
They cling to things that make them feel good, and I guess I see. I guess I'm understanding now, even with the food analogy.
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
food is one of the biggest idols today,
Yeah,
I'm a foodie.
if not the top one.
Yeah, I think that it's a comfort, like this comfort of they'll never never lets me down. It's always there, whatever the case is, and so it's easy to idolize those things. Like even thinking about that now, like you can apply that sort of mentality to sports and
Everything.
to like artists, like singers and things like that. Oh, like if I'm having a bad day, I just turn on Creed. I don't even know. I don't know if people still listen to Creed or
Wow, 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 wow.
yeah.
No, that's not.
That's Creed.
I thought that was,
Alice in Chains.
Bro,
Dude.
for real?
Yes.
Oh, man.
yeah.
Whatever.
And so
I don't even like that music.
yeah, me neither. I just listen to 94.9. That's all I listen to.
You listen to
Uh,
radio?
Huh?
FM radio?
Yeah,
You
dude.
listen to the radio still?
Yeah, you guys don't listen to the
FM
radio?
radio?
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa.
Like when I'm going through
I just got
I hit
Spotify,
tune,
bro.
I go to tune and it's like welcome to 94 point, and then I find the channel,
that analog dial.
Yeah.
you still have that one where
Yeah,
you have to look for the frequency?
Yeah, that's me, man. I'm
Awesome.
following.
You're living on them vinyl days.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to just, I'm trying to hold on to my generation, boomer. And so
No 8-tracks?
no,
Dude, is it me or is there a new joke? Oh man, is there a new joke like every week that people are coming out with? Like memes,
Yeah, dude.
everything. It's every
If
week.
not less than a week.
because even people are becoming like professional memers. Like
Yeah.
that's what they do. They just make memes all day.
One-liners.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like granted, not all of them are great, but there's some funny ones out there.
There's a lot of funny ones out
Yeah.
there.
There's one where it's a guy, he's spinning out of control, being held up by his arms, and he's like, "This is the way I want to be presented at my funeral." It's just a guy just, like, hanging.
Like a puppet type. Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I think that goes along with, like even thinking that, it's something that brings you comfort,
Mhm.
like in those, stressful kind of days, like when you're just having a bad day, like, or
Sure.
some people turn to food, some people turn to sports,
Alcohol,
drugs, and it becomes this thing that it brings them comfort, and it brings like a stability.
It's like a comfortable numbness.
Yeah. And so I think
Comfortably numb,
I think it's easy to fall into idolatry and not even know it
of course.
until somebody's like, bro, you got a problem. Like, you named your kid Dallas Cowboys, bro. Shut up, bro. I love the Dallas Cowboys.
Shut up, E. I love the Dallas Cowboys.
This is America's team, fool.
America's team.
Yeah.
Me amarran como puerco.
And so, yeah,
Hair on
man.
my lip.
But what do you? I mean, there's so many things that, like, the weirdest thing that I've seen, that somebody has been like created like an idol with, I think is I don't even know, dude. Like, food, I think is the weirdest one. I think that's
How's it weird?
how does people fall into like that? Food is my best friend. Food takes care of me. Food is like.
I think what we found, I mean, from watching that show, at least I found that a lot of it is tied from past trauma. So,
Yeah.
which is sad. I mean, definitely hear these guys' stories from their past, and it's like, dang, man, you lived out that life. And it's like, it sucks that you're that way now, but
But
I'll laugh along with that doctor because he's just like savage, man.
That dude is mad savage.
he'll look an
You need to
800
watch that show, Jerry.
he'll look an
Okay.
800-pound woman in the eye and be like, "Do you want to die?" Because he's from wherever, and he's like, the woman's just like, "No," and he's like, "Okay, bye bye."
He's like, you will die.
You will die.
If you eat more cake. Bye bye. Like, and that's basically what it is. Like,
In and out.
yeah. And
You're fat. Lose it.
yeah.
Done.
That's like.
but
this
he's
is
telling
like,
the truth, right?
This is like a professional doctor that went to school for years, medical school for years, and that's his advice. Like, do you want to die? Like, like, dude, you're the worst doctor ever. Like, how did this guy get a deal with TLC, like, to be that doctor everybody's gonna go after him? And then he just looks at him up and down. It's just like, you're too big. He's the worst, man.
It's great.
But
I like him. He's my favorite.
yeah, man, I think that yeah, man. What is
But
like-
how is food weird to you? Like how can
that it becomes an idol to people? Like, I think that is
There-
something that's
Because for me, I definitely agree that food can be an idol like that. Because in the past, you know, I'm normally a very lonely person, and now I love that because loneliness is a great thing.
Isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before it wasn't. I didn't consider it a good thing, and when I would eat, I would feel good. You know, like things taste good.
Yeah.
And go inside my body and feels good in the moment. But then afterwards, it wouldn't feel so good. Not because like I have diarrhea or something, or, like my body's not functioning right, whatever. It's because for some reason I would just feel even worse than how I started. And the solution was eat more. And I think that's the reason why people do it so much, where they become so obese to be, over 300 pounds. And
I'm sorry.
Why
It's
is that?
my mind is going to Walmart, just seeing those people who, not wheelchairs. What are those called? Those motorized carts.
yeah,
They're looking
Scooters.
they're looking for cereal, and I'm just like, oh, dude.
I think so I mean, us, coming back to, I idolizing things. How do we I'm trying to phrase this question the right way, because I have people in mind right now that I'm thinking that they have these idols in their life, and you as a believer, me as a believer, us as believers, how do we expose that in people? Because sometimes they don't even see that. They're blinded to these sort of idea that it is my idol. This is
Well, they
This
have
is
to
the
ask,
power,
They have
like-
to ask themselves everything that they're doing. Like they have to really break down what they do on the daily and ask, why am I doing this?
If it's from an outward, yeah, definitely. I'd say, dude. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about therapy, but therapy, if they need it, something going on in their brain, you know, maybe that they haven't addressed, maybe some past trauma, whatever, something.
Therapy could work.
I don't know. Like I said, because even as like if you have a family member that's idolizing something, like it might not. You could even idolize like a lifestyle. Like that's the way this person lives, or that's the way that person.
That's what I'm
is.
saying. Like you gotta analyze everything you do, break it down, and ask every little thing why.
Yeah, but some people are so blinded into the idolatry that they don't even. They're like, that's just the way I am. Like, and that we go back to that phrase
Oh,
all the
man,
time.
I
People,
hate
But
that.
why? Why are you like
Dude,
that?
that's like my number one pet peeve of like, well, that's just how I am, and it's like, can you give a more lazy answer
so
of not wanting to work?
what
on
is a
yourself?
healthy way to bring that up to people?
Um,
To say like, hey, why?
Ask them how much they like what you think they're doing is idolizing. Like, hey, you really like the Cowboys, right? How much do you love them? Or how much do you like them? Oh, I'll do anything for them.
I named my son Dallas Cowboy. What do you think?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, well, that's
Why?
cool. Yeah, why?
And then break it down. Like, yeah, why? Why do you name your son? Why is this team so important to you that you have to name your son like that? Because I love him. Why do you love him?
But do you love your son or do you love the Cowboys? Well, I love the Cowboys. Do you love the Cowboys more than your son? No, I need my son.
Do you love a
Dallas
team that
Cowboys.
doesn't know your name, doesn't know you exist, other than loving your own flesh and blood? Like, just put them where are the balances of these subjects?
I think that's down to it. I mean, you hit the word balance of really everything. I mean, there's healthy aspects of everything. I mean, you can watch sports, cool, in a healthy way.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
you can eat in a healthy way. You
For
can
sure.
do all that stuff in a healthy way. But I think what we're talking about is when it consumes somebody up until the point where they just get it made into a meme these days, or like a Facebook video of like, check this guy out. Ah! And it's, we get to talk about it on this podcast because
Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and because I don't know if you guys know people that are like stuck in something and they just can't, they're just blinded to it. Like, and they don't even know that they're stuck in that.
Sure.
And so I guess what I'm asking is help me. And this is me really asking you guys, help
Mhm.
me. How can I bring up the topic, or how can I tell somebody you're stuck in this and it's not healthy, it's not helping you with family, it's not helping you with this, it's not helping you with this, and you've made this substance or this lifestyle or this sporting event, whatever, that you've made it into this idol in your life that you're refusing to bring down.
Well, I mean, I guess you would have to do an organized intervention if it comes to being that low. And
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Like, and I'm not thinking of just one person. I have like 3 or 4 people in my mind that I'm like, it's just hard to ask. It's
Mhm.
hard to bring it up because going back to Jerry, whenever you bring up the subject, they get defensive. Like, why are you judging me? Why? And I'm not saying you do that, but I'm just saying when you bring this stuff up to them,
Sure.
they're like, oh, you just think you're better than me. And I think that happens because, you go to church and you're doing your best to live your life the right way
Yeah.
and follow Jesus and chase after the things of God. And then so if you bring that up, they think you're kind of putting your nose down at them.
Mm-hmm.
But my heart is not that to do
but
that.
we're trying to lift them up, right? We're trying to make everyone we're not saying we're better, but we all want to be at a high level,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So explain that to them, like, hey, I'm not here to say I'm better than you. I'm trying to bring you down. I'm here to be like, if you think just by them saying that, they think that we are in a sense higher than them, but we're really not. We are all equal.
Right.
But you just gotta let them know, like, hey, I'm doing this because I love you. Like, just all these lovable words, like, I want to lift you up because I love you, and I strongly feel that what you're doing is wrong, and let's break it down. Let me ask you questions on why. What's your opinion? Why do you think this way?
So what do you do if they shut down? No,
That-
I don't
that-
want to talk about it.
Then that's up to them. We can't really force anybody to do anything. I mean, if we bring up the subject and we want to address that, we want to like bring it up and ask questions, but they want to be closed-minded, then
I think yeah, you brought up good points. I mean, like as far as talking to them, using lovable words, because I think a lot of times, like through helping out family members or friends, we kind of use these unconscious harmful words, which I don't know. I mean, maybe
I think it can be tones.
sure,
like
yeah,
tones,
yeah,
deliveries,
tones,
for sure.
deliveries for sure.
smirks.
Yeah. If I like kind of scoff at them or like laugh at them, like, what are you laughing about? It's like,
Oh, sorry.
oh, sorry, it's just that you're an idiot. But no, seriously though, I think a lot of it has to do with the process. Like if you really love that person to help them out, you're gonna understand first of all that it's a process. Whether you're trying to help out another family member or friend out of whatever harmful situation that they may not see. I going back to what Jerry was saying, being lovable and being approachable and being that person that they can eventually count on. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not, a week from now, but eventually, and
Patience is
yeah,
definitely key.
and patience is what I'm kind of getting at. Like as far as helping anybody, helping friends out, helping people that you see in your church, even in a more localized kind of thing of like your family and your whether it be your husband or your wife or your kids. I mean, this world's crazy, man. I mean, it's full of crazy people and crazy things. I mean, I think back to my nephews, and it's just like I think about what they're exposed to even now, like compared to what I was as a kid at that age, and I'm just like,
Dude, we didn't have portable
Yeah.
computers as a kid. We had dial-up.
You had
you had that. I did.
Oh, I had
I didn't have
dial-up.
none. We didn't have internet.
My bad. Sorry.
I had to go to my cousin's house for dial-up, and then eventually, when I was a teenager, like 15 or 16, we finally got dial-up.
Yeah, I used all those AOL free CDs.
Yes. Yeah,
they,
dude.
they always came in the mail, and I put them on my mom's credit card.
America Online.
Yeah, but yeah, man, like I said, it's hard to bring that stuff up because those people, it literally becomes their god.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what idolizing something is. It is their god. It is something that is bigger than them, that they believe that they can go to, and that it's going to make them feel better in whatever situation they're going through.
Sure.
And so when you bring it up, they feel offended because you are now disrespecting their God.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I'm trying to talk to somebody about this is not healthy for you, this is not taking you anywhere, this will probably kill you, whether it be food or alcohol or drugs or whatever the case is, it will probably kill you.
Yeah.
It's a way of me disrespecting their God.
Sure.
And so when those people shut down, and it's like, do you just abandon it and just say, hey, well then just die then? Like, just if you want to live that life,
No,
you're
it's
just
just
going to
be-
die.
No.
Like,
Okay, we'll talk another day then.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really
that
all you
process,
can do,
man. I
yeah.
mean, of like, and I mean, really, that's this patience behind it. Of like, yeah, you can say like, well, I'm just gonna live my life and let them do whatever. It's like
No.
that's and if you make the decision, fine, But if you genuinely want to help out that person, know that it's gonna be a process. I mean, it any program that gets you out of addiction, they know that they have their
12 steps,
yeah, their
yeah.
12 steps, their process. They have their process. So, I think as far as like believers, we should start understanding that loving people isn't necessarily just like a night and day. Doesn't always have to be that night and day thing. I feel like it's gotta. We have to understand that it's that process that we go through people. You know, if like
But it's so hard. Dude.
exactly,
It's so hard.
Exactly, it and good. It should be hard.
It's so hard. Like those people that just shut you down before you even start. Like
sure.
it's like there's no progress. There's nothing that you can say.
I mean, then
Like what y'all did to me last week.
We didn't
That's
do anything
different.
to you last
No.
week, Jerry.
I'm just kidding. Or am I?
But I yeah, man.
But yeah, you're right.
it's just
hard.
it's hard,
Mhm.
and it's hard because you want to see that person be better, and you want, and for me, you want to see that person come to know Jesus as the biggest thing ever. They want to know God
Which he
as the
is.
biggest thing. Yeah, but they don't know that. They think their idol or their addiction or whatever it is, they think that is the biggest thing in their life. That's what understands them. That's what motivates them. That's what, gets them up in the morning.
Well, what you can tell them is like your idol, your addiction, whatever. It doesn't know you. You know it,
Jerry, that's good.
but it doesn't know you.
That's good, Jerry.
Dude.
Your addiction doesn't know you. But I know somebody who does know you.
Oh,
Shut
up.
And we're gonna end on that
praise break.
tonight. Yeah, man. We need to get that
Oh,
sound bit praise break room. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, all right. We'll get some.
But yeah, guys, thank you for everybody who is watching tonight. We ran a little bit over, but I thought it was a good topic to talk about tonight. But yeah, man, if you guys know anybody struggling with addiction or something that you see in their life idolizing, be bold. Be bold and go and talk to that person. Like I said, I struggle with it. It's hard to bring it up because some people, the people that you love or the people that you want to bring it to, they shut down.
you gotta
But
give them that tough love.
and sometimes, and like Franco said, you gotta be patient, and so it's
Patient, tough love, man. That old school OS.
shut up, man.
Who says OS?
Big time Tommy. I gotta show you Big Time Tommy.
Okay.
Dude. Yes.
But yeah, man. So once again, thank you for everybody who was watching tonight. Thank you guys for listening in. One last shout out to One Banana for Jesus. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on YouTube. Jesus and Bros. Go like us on Facebook. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next Monday at 8 o'clock.
Hit the middle weights.
Hey,
and bro, and bro,
hey,
and bro, and bro.